BMW Z4 20i, and it's known to be the weakest model out of all Z4s. But is it really weak? Today we're gonna find out. This car has a 2-liter 4-cylinder twin-power turbo engine that makes 194 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque. It also comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission. So this is the M Sport package, and what you get with it is nicer wheels and a sportier body, just like me. Let's take a quick look at these grills. This is what they're called, and I quote, the kidney grills in mesh design. They look really nice, and here's the very cool thing. They're not fake. You know, there's airflow and stuff, so BMW, you're cool. And I'm pretty sure it's also like functional on the non-M Sport package models, but this is functional, which is a great thing to look at. And also it looks very sporty and very young-ish, if that makes sense. And that's what us young car enthusiasts always look for. However, on the bumper, these are not functional, they're just there for looks. But you have a little air vent over here where air goes through, but as for these, they're not functional, but they do look cool. So, point for that, BMW. More functional air vents, actually functional, and pretty meant, to be honest with you. And you also have here for the radiator, improved air. Everything is just for good airflow. And if this was really a weak car, as people consider it, I don't think it would have all this stuff for the airflow. So this car should be able to perform at least a bit. So, you know, we'll find out. But let's just keep looking at the rest of it. LED headlights. You have BMW LED here written on the side. We know it's a BMW, so I don't... They're just trying to be authentic, as this is ours, you know, whatever. But, you know, adaptive and all that kind of stuff. The thing I really like about this car is the indicator. As you guys are seeing now, it looks very cool. 19-inch alloy M Sport package wheels. So these are the wheels you get with the M Sport package. They are nice wheels, and usually you'd have your brake calipers painted, and you'd have an M paint on them. However, it's an option to pay for, but the owner of this car, I don't think he paid for it. That's why he doesn't have it. Moving on, you have a functional, you know, the fenders are functional air vents, which is a really cool thing to say. And you have obviously the M Sport package flex, functional air vents. Again, I hate it when car manufacturers just add this stuff for looks. This is good. It's good to have something functional. If not, just don't add it. But BMW, they added this, and it is functional. Now, coming around the back here, it looks a lot more like the BMW 8 Series, but obviously a lot smaller. And I don't want to get too much into this, but it kind of looks like the Supra too. Again, I don't want to get into this because a lot of people just fight over this, and I don't want to take any part of that. But you have your LED tail lights and non-functional air vents in the back here, just for looks. See, this is the kind of stuff that ruins everything. Like you guys were doing so well, but whatever. You have single exhaust on each side, nice diffusers, looks pretty cool. But again, it's all just for looks in the back. In the front, there is some functioning aerodynamics going on, but in the back here, it's just all for customer satisfaction and all for looks. Coming inside here, I love the all new look they have going on for them. Obviously, the most significant change you'd see is the dashboard. A lot of change there, but if we go to the infotainment system, there isn't all that much of a change. In fact, it's pretty much almost the same, except minor details. If we go to sports displays, you just have G-force instead of horsepower and torque. But as for everything else, it's pretty much the same. But I love the all new material they use here. This is really cool. It's very nice, and the whole area over here obviously has been updated. Your gear shifter is placed in it. You know, they didn't add the park, they added it up here. So if you want to put your car in park, you just gotta hit this and your car is in park. You obviously have an electronic handbrake, and here we put the soft top down. This is the process. You lift it up, you wait for around a good 5 to 6 seconds for your roof to go down. Now we put it back up. It's a lot smoother, sounds a lot nicer, and a lot quicker. Do your windows pull up? Yes, your windows do pull up as well. Very nice. And of course you have your start stop engine button. Next up is the driving modes. You have Sport, Comfort, and Eco Pro, as known to almost every single BMW model out there. But here is the dashboard and infotainment system response to these modes. So now we press on Eco Pro and you get blue and blue there as well. And when we go Comfort, you get this kind of orangey feel to it. But here's the really cool thing. If you press on Sport, it turns red and you get the M badge down there, if you can see it. Pretty cool feature, to be honest with you, and it's small details that really count. Next up you have the wireless charging bay, and you just stick your phone in there and your phone starts charging. Pretty cool. It's becoming a common thing nowadays. Not to complain though, I wish my car had that, but it doesn't. But you know, it's another feature that would really save you a lot of time and a lot of hassle, but the owner still has wires here, which makes me doubt the reliability of the BMW chargers. But if we close that area up, you see Z4, and that is the only place inside this car that you are reminded that this is a BMW Z4. You don't see it anywhere else. However, I've noticed that the seats of this car are pretty different than your usual. I don't know if it was an option or it comes standard, but these look pretty nice. They're obviously pretty sporty. You gets a good grip of you, and on the seatbelt here you have the all new M stitching, and it is pretty cool. Again, paying attention to the small details always counts, and it's what brings the real BMW customers back, is these little details. You have the all new door handles and seat position recognition, which is obviously quite common nowadays. Guys, BMW Z4 20i, we're going to check how it performs. We're going to launch it now, and we're going to start off with Comfort, and we'll see how it performs. Brakes in, guys. Wow. Very late shifting for Comfort. Obviously the twin turbo power is beginning to kick in, which is... The car isn't all that bad. Even the owner told me the car is pretty weak. The car is very weak. I don't think so. The car is pretty nice, and the seatbelt chokes you. It's pretty tight, but the car performs really well. But now in Sport, we'll see how it performs. Now we're gonna launch it in Sport Plus, extra dynamic settings and all that kind of stuff. Brakes in, gas, and let go. All right. Oh, it sounds a lot more aggressive in it than torque. Obviously, it's a lot better of a push, a lot better of a launch, and this car is a lot more powerful in Sport Plus than it is in Comfort, which makes me really curious to see how it performs in Eco Pro. So let's do one time in Eco Pro and see how it goes. Alright guys, a bit of a disclaimer, I am not expecting anything out of Eco Pro, and it's a lot better when you don't expect anything out of a car and then it really surprises you. So this is what happened today. So we're gonna just kick it in Eco Pro and see. Alright. Oh. Very early shifting. Alright guys, this is the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and as usual, we're gonna take a quick listen to the exhaust and then do a quick walk around, and we're done for the day. See you guys.